Alrighty guys, ready to learn how to be more consistent within your games? Let's get right to it. Alrighty, what's up guys, it's Rascal here back at again with another video as always, and today we are tackling a brand new topic on the channel, how to be more consistent in Fortnite. So yeah, this really isn't a hard topic to understand, but it will take a lot of time to be more consistent. So starting off with the main way to be more consistent within Fortnite is practicing. You need to practice. You want to be as consistent as possible. The more consistent you are, the better you're gonna play. So what does that mean you need to do? You need to practice whatever you're trying to do in an actual game in creative mode, and then practice it in real games. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you one map for each area you need to be sure and practice in, and let's get right to it. Alright, so starting off with probably the most crucial thing that you need to be consistent at is editing. Building and hitting shots are important to be consistent at, but editing is usually a lot more in the moment, and it's one of the hardest things to learn to do in Fortnite. This is Raider464's box fight practice map version 2, I believe. So yeah, you guys can definitely check this out in description on screen right now. If I forget to put it on screen, it's in the description, and let's go. So now what is this map? This is a edit practice map. So you practice editing and shooting. And one thing I really like about this map is it has things for all different skill levels. So for example, right here, there's these double edits right here, which is something very important to learn for a lot of high ground retakes. But then if you go one course to the right, then it's triple edits, which are a lot harder to learn. And then there's all sorts of other combinations, such as this right here, where you edit the ramp and then do a double edit above you. Now, one thing that I really think is interesting about here is there's actually a reset area where you do edits like this, where you have to reset the build and then edit it. So, as you can see, there's a ton of different things that you can practice here. And one thing I really like about this map is it really well uses the term practice through repetition. You're gonna get so much better if you continually do something. And by having you do all sorts of the same thing over and over, it's teaching your brain, okay, this is how you execute this. Now I know you're thinking, can't you do this in free building? Yes, you can, but not to the same extent. You're not always gonna place things exactly the same when free building, so you're not gonna be practicing the exact same thing every time. If you're trying to get better at editing, I would definitely do this map because it really just follows that practice through repetition. Plus, another thing is, Mongraal Classics right here. There's a whole area made just for Mongraal Classics, and as you can see, you take the wall, Mongraal Classic the bot, and it drops you down. And also, practice trying to take the wall with your shotgun as well. That's a very important thing you can do. So yeah, put simply, how do you get better at edits? Figure out what you need to work on, find it in this course, because I can almost guarantee you it's here, and then practice over and over. Really, if you're just trying to work on your edits, you should probably be working for 30 minutes to an hour a day just practicing edits. And practicing does not count if you're doing it in a real game. You need to be only focusing on editing. Alright, so yeah, very brief detailed guide right there on editing. Let's move on to our next thing, which is going to be AR aim. Alright, next map code right here on screen and in the description if I forget to put it on screen, because I sometimes do that somehow. So right here, let's go ahead and just grab a SCAR and a shotgun. So this is Don Wowsy, by the way's map. He did in collaboration with Destiny Jesus, FaZe Clan's coach, and Mongraal, which you know Mongraal. So now I'm gonna go over how to improve your AR aim and be much more consistent with it. Once again, guess what we're gonna do? We're going to practice through repetition. So it's all about just trying to hit the same shots over and over. Just learning about tracking. So I would suggest going through the horizontal and vertical tracking stages a lot, probably for about 10 minutes each, and then I'll show you a couple other maps that you need to do to practice your tracking. So really just try and focus on hitting the target there, getting your center dot on that target, because that is going to be your best bet. So yeah, go ahead, practice horizontal, go to vertical, start that bad boy up, and just continue to practice through repetition. Alright, reset back to lobby, and now another map that I would suggest doing for about maybe 10 minutes or so is the moving targets right here. So we're gonna go medium range, 100 HP, and there we go, it started. So go ahead, practice this. It's gonna throw up some targets in an unpredictable area, it wants to work. Yeah, they can bounce around all sorts of different directions. You can set how much health they have. I suggest doing 100 just so it's not a one tap. And just practice on hitting targets going in different directions. Try and hit headshots as much as possible, because that's going to help you a lot in real games, even though headshots were nerfed this season. So yeah, once again, maybe about 10 minutes there. In total, 10 minutes horizontal, 10 minutes vertical, and 10 minutes on moving targets will get you 30 minutes of AR practice. If you want to really improve, I would suggest doing that 2-3 times a day. Maybe not quite 30 minutes 3 times a day, but maybe like 20 minutes or so, it's up to you. But just keep this in mind. Practice is going to be a lot more beneficial if you do a bunch of smaller sessions than one large session, because your brain needs a break to process that information. So yeah, we can go ahead, head out of this map, and now focus on building. So for building, it's really just practicing new techniques over and over, trying to learn high ground retakes, all that. This is a great map to do that right here on screen. This is called Crank Simulator. I'm pretty sure MrSavageM actually uses this. I'm pretty sure he said that in one of his videos. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter. You can just do it in a blank world. I just like this because it automatically resets height and all. So really, this is just about practicing new techniques and all over and over, and just trying to get better at like editing, builds, high ground retakes, anything you're working on. Alright, now lastly, my favorite topic to talk about, shotguns. Now, if you've watched my channel for more than like 2 minutes, you already know what map I'm about to show you. So for you guys who are loyal viewers to the channel, you're gonna get the same little spiel as usual. Alright, anyways, map code right here. Let's go ahead, hop in. Now, I'll explain why I think this shotgun map is better than all other ones. It is because it gives you a ton of different angles to work with. It really emphasizes working on flicks, and it just gives you a lot of freedom. You're able to do Mongraal classics on the bots, you're able to go for jump shots. I just like it. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna practice with repetition. We're gonna keep on going through this map, and I'm gonna teach you guys what exactly you need to be working on real fast. So obviously I'm not gonna go through the entire map because that's gonna take way too long, and I don't wanna keep you guys here for too long. I like to get straight to the point. So here we go. Okay, so basically, here's the deal. What a lot of people do when they go through shotgun courses, they'll make an edit and then they shoot the target. Seems okay, right? No, it's actually not. So what you want to do is you want to make an edit you would make in an actual game and then go for a flick. Now, why is that? Well, there's about 0 skill with making an edit and having your crosshair already on your target. So it's easy. When you're going for a flick or something, you're actually learning how to flick in real games. Because, you know what? When you're playing in a real game, your opponent isn't gonna stand there like a little pawn, waiting for his turn to move. Your opponent is going to be jumping around, crouching, running around, like doing whatever. They might even be about to build or something, so you need to be able to flick over to them pretty fast and shoot them. Another scenario is they could be waiting for you to make your edit so they can try and one pump you. Regardless, what you want to do is you want to go for edits that give you an advantage. If you do this edit, your opponent's right here, they have left hand peek, you're over here, you have right hand peek. So it's going to be a lot better for you. Also, after you take a shot, be sure to reset. You need to kind of engrave those little rules into your mind, which you can really do in this shotgun course. So yeah, once again, I'm not going to go through this entire course here. I was just kind of showing you the basics that you need to focus on to be more consistent, and just continue to practice. If you continue to practice, I can guarantee you are going to be significantly better within just the next couple days. Spend about an hour or 2 hours working on all of these 4 different things, which, as a recap, that's editing, building, shotgun aim, and AR aim. And you're gonna be so much better. Alright, so yeah, the basic summary of this video is what? Practice through repetition. That's gonna make you so much better than trying to practice a ton of different things at the same time. You wanna be able to focus on one thing, whether that's your shotgun, whether that's your AR, whether that's a certain edit routine, such as a double or triple edit, whatever it is, keep on practicing that, and you are going to be so much better, my friend. And as always, if you did enjoy this video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you next time.